It's your boy Big P, Big Premium. You already know. That nigga Dolphino.
It is what it is podcast. Boudizi, take it easy. Represent love, peace, and unity, not gun, drugs, and violence. Cause without life, you can't have love, and anything you love you too. And without a love, we all to be right, and understanding is the father of peace. Man, we introducing a new segment of the podcast, a new version of the podcast. We call it, what I'm gonna call this?
It's gotta be like one-on-one with Bo or something.
One-on-one with
Boudizi. One-on-one with Boudizi.
Take it easy with Boudizi, bitch. One-on-one with Boudizi.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? That's what this
like
is. Yeah, one-on-one with Boudizi. Take it easy. I got my boy Big P in the building. What's happening, Big P?
What's good in y'all here? You feel me?
What's happening? Big P in the goddamn building.
Man.
That motherfucker hat hitting my G.
Man, yeah, these coming out, man, soon. Waiting on a couple things. We got some pins that we're gonna put on there. It's gonna be the gas tank. See it, man. Big Premium, man. That's what we doing.
I'm fucking with the head.
I appreciate it, brother.
Fucking with the head. How you day been though? What's good, my G?
Man, well, you know, when I get a call from you, it's always a good day. So it's like, hey, I gotta pull up. You know, what we talking about today? Huh? What we talking about today? We gonna get this shit popping. I swear to you, bro. Y'all gonna see us on here a lot. You heard? Believe that. Different grills, all that too. You heard? His coming. His is coming. Just relax. The whole team gonna be right. We don't play around. We don't miss a beat, man. We move as one.
Man, shout out. But listen, one thing about it, two things for sure. One thing I can say, all the people that I talked to about you before I met you said you're good peoples.
I appreciate that.
And so shit,
Energy is everything.
Until you show me different, shit.
But that's how we know everybody is people is until you show me different. I'm gonna be me. I'm a man of God, so God says, you know, you want to respect everyone like how you want to be treated. So why would I treat my neighbor like I don't want to be treated? Because then he come over here and treat me like that. No, that's not how it works. If you show me something different, I gotta act accordingly. Other than that, I'm always gonna be me. You know, I'm always gonna show you that I am of good energy. You feel me? Because that's all we want to be. You know, nobody wants to be. You know, what's good is good. What is bad is bad. And everybody knows that.
That's it. So it's just like, you know, it's just like I was telling you before we started, I ain't one afraid to say that I operate. I ain't even gonna say I operate, but I'm definitely trust hurt. I'm definitely drained on extending love and showing love. Yeah. I'm definitely drained on showing hospitality. Definitely drained on don't worry about it, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the ship can still travel when it's crowded, but an empty ship can move even faster. But when the ship crowded with the wrong type of people, it's heavy, it's slowed down. We need to get rid of some of this weight.
Right.
But when we got the right crowd of people on board, okay, we got to make this weight. We got to slow down, but we still gonna get there in excellent source.
Right.
Everybody a survivor. Everybody playing their role.
Right.
Everybody pulling on their doggone strings and tally, making the sail go like the racing teams.
Exactly.
They be having 16, 20 people on board.
Yeah, everybody got to put.
But everybody got a position to play, bro.
Correct.
So that's just how I see it, man. I don't mind being on the crowded boat, but as long as the boat operating, it ain't a crowd, it's the team.
And you're absolutely correct. Even with the crowd, you know, if we have a crowd, we should be moving a lot faster than what we're moving. So it's like, if we're like you said, we decide to keep the crowd, then we need to get to our goals a lot faster. If the crowd is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, then I might as well make it a one-man boat because I'm going to get there no matter what.
Because you know what I say? I got a saying. You know I always got some sayings.
I mean, you just got me on this whole crowd thing, so what you talking about?
I got a saying that go with that. You know, I got a saying that go with everything. I got a quote for everything. If other heads around, and I'm thinking for the other heads, what's not needed?
The other heads.
The other heads.
And I've been in that situation sometimes where I feel like
I gotta think about everything.
we don't want to think about everything. We want to go ahead and get the things moving. That's why they sometimes say you want like-minded people around you, people like-minded business mind. Because guess what? If he's thinking about winning, he's also thinking about winning. If this guy's not used to winning, he's probably not thinking about winning as much as this guy is because he's had that taste before. Or he knows that, hey, we can get here with us doing this because I know my work ethic is going to get me there. They might not see that. They might see it as in their work ethic is better on this other end. But again, you know, everything is not built for everyone, and a lot of people don't even speak up when they know it's not built for them.
Right.
Instead of like, oh, no, I got you. You know, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it work. But like you said, we could do it. We could run it with a smaller boat and get there faster than having like 15 to 20 people on the boat and we ain't moving nowhere. And we going slow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta people remember the more people on the boat, it's gonna be slower. The less people on the boat is gonna be faster.
They become in the way. They become a liability.
Yes, they do.
Because you can't be both. You can't be an asset and a liability. That's impossible.
That is correct. That is correct.
You can be an asset, and the moment you do something that's liable, you're a liability. You're no longer an asset.
I think they don't even think about that, and that's the problem. You know, us being in the position that we are and playing the roles that we play, we see that they're not. That we see who is a liability and who's an asset. We express that to them. They're not grasping and understanding how they're not benefiting, but then they want to be an asset, but you're not benefiting. How does that make sense? Yeah, I got you, whatever I do, but then it's like, we need you to go do this, start doing this, and guess what? You can run this part of the business, but they don't know how to do it. They're not motivated. They rather go work or do something for someone else than taking that time and that little bit of energy to let's get this popping. It's not easy, don't get me wrong. You know, like me and you were talking earlier, bro. Business is not easy, bro.
Don't trust me. Trust
it's
the
not
paperwork.
easy. Don't trust me, trust the paperwork.
That's it. Because one thing about business, it's just like the dope game. If your business pop off fast, that shit go in fast. Because I always used to say, it ain't never about who make the most money in business. It's always about who lasts the longest in business. Because if you just make $5 million faster than me, but I'm in business longer than you, and I made 15, 20 million.
Yeah, you didn't win.
Man, you ain't won. How you won? Because you were just balling first?
Yeah, no, you didn't win.
You ain't win, my G.
You know,
You ain't win.
the name of the game, as you know, just like in the dope game, it's longevity. Longevity.
That's it. Nah, I ain't against building out a business. You get it up to 10, 15 million, and somebody want to buy it, and you pop it off of 15. That's flipping business. We came up.
We learned the model of how to get there. We can do it again.
do this again.
And you know who's a big person? 50 does that a lot.
I'm gonna build it up himself.
50 does that a lot, man.
I don't want this headache no more.
Sometimes we can't be scared.
Cash me out. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be scared to try to feel like we gotta hold on to something, you know.
And
if the money's there, go get it.
And I tell people this too, bro. You agree with this? Everybody think when businesses close that they ain't make no money or something. I say no. Most of the time, businesses close to keep the money that they made. Instead of trying to fight through the decline, you got to accept the decline when you see it. Especially in business structure, you're going to see when you're finna decline.
Right.
But we finna shut down, we finna leave with 7 million. Close it.
Exactly, because at the end of the day, if I stay, like you said, if I stay longer, I gotta pay the rent more, I gotta do this, I gotta pay
finna
whatever.
Be down to $1 million.
Promotional team, you're gonna lose more.
Shut it down at 7.
You're gonna lose more. So if it's smarter for you to stop, stop.
That's what people don't be understanding most time. I understand, man. When I look at businesses be closing, I say, well, all they doing is saving money. That's all they doing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they got these big old chain restaurants and they talking about they closing 60.
Oh yeah. When they got chain restaurants,
they ain't booming no more. That's all.
They've been eating for a long time.
Man, shut that junk down. Man, we got 600 stores. We finna close 250.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
Man, that ain't nothing.
But like,
cause it's killing the overhead.
Exactly. Especially with this online game. This online game is killing everything.
AI finna take over, my nigga.
Like, it's getting ridiculous. Like,
but like, the movies coming to pass in our face, and we really don't see it and pay attention to it.
Nah, listen. I tell everyone like this: whatever you watch in a movie, it's because they've already done it. They're just showing you what they're already done.
What's coming too?
I remember, prime example was when we used to watch Star Wars. I was a big Star Wars fan, and then when you had to get the hologramic Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then now we got a hologramic Tupac and Biggie. Come on, bro.
Game.
Like, they've been at it.
They push out the new technologies for the right time for the masses. They prep us for it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like virtual reality was a movie. That was the title of a movie. Mm-hmm. You can go to AT&T and buy virtual reality.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It takes 20 years for the drastic change.
Okay.
But we teaspoon fed it over 20 years, and then it's just like
and then we all of a sudden we got it.
It's just
That's
why I just can't help but use it. Stay with the time. But anywho, my nigga, how you feeling about the 101 with Boo Deezy? Take it easy.
With the lights and everything like that, give you the whole little special effects. I love the feel. I like the comfortability. It's quiet. You can really dig deep in your thoughts. Because that's what it is. Sometimes I think we just gotta think before we speak, man. People run their mouth, they don't know what they're talking about.
I think I'm gonna go with this one. This gonna work too. Because I just wanna have as many variations of the podcast as possible. Because the podcasts I follow, they got one thing they do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I want talent on the spot, one-on-one with Boo Deezy. And bro, you know what we can do too? This is what I'm finna start doing once we come back. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
6 a.m.
It is what it is.
I-T-I-Z-W-A-T-I-Z.
It is what it is.
I-T-I-Z-W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is what
I-T-I-Z-W-A-T-I-T-I-Z. I-T-I-Z-W-A-T-I-T-I-Z.
It is what it is. Yeah.
It is what it is podcast. Boo Deezy, take it easy.